Hello everyone, thank you for returning and checking me out. Today I will be talking about some videos and movies that I've been watching recently. On Netflix, I'm currently watching Supernatural, which is a series about two brothers who are hunters and they fight demons, werewolves, vampires, witches, honestly, whatever. Like, they literally track them, and they work with like sheriffs in different towns, and it's based in like the Midwestern parts of the US. And it's a long series. It's, I believe, 15 seasons, and I'm on season 13, episode 13, and there's angels as well. And the two brothers are Dean and Sam Winchester, and some of my favorite people are Crowley, he's the king of hell, and then you have Castiel, he's an angel, and then the brothers are my favorites, and then Rowena, she's a witch. She has like a settled score with the Coven, the Grand Coven. And anyone who wants to watch it, I would definitely start at, oh, there's Jody too, she's a sheriff. And I believe they're going to make a series based on women. So that will be nice. It's gonna be called Wayward Sisters. I like Patience a lot too. But right now, it's the men, it's mainly focused on men and like this bond between these two brothers who love each other so much they're willing to die for each other and all this stuff. I also like the Reaper, Death, who is represented by Billy, the character Billy. I feel like she and Dean have something, but I don't know. That's just me speculating. And I am on season 13. If you're gonna start the show, I would start it at season 8. I personally don't think you need to start at season 1 unless you want to. I don't know if they've always been 23 episodes each season, but that's just a lot of episodes. I think they've been doing this show for 15 plus years, and that is a steady paycheck when you are in front of the camera or on TV, and your episodes just keep getting replayed. So I'm currently watching Supernatural. I'm on season 13, episode 13. And recently I was just like, I'm kind of tired of watching this. Like, why am I still watching this? I've been watching since late June, early July. I've been watching, I believe I watched season 12, or maybe even I think I watched season 10 again. So 10, 11, 12, now I'm on 13. And soon it'll be 14 and 15, but the show, it takes a while. You really have to just be okay with the fact that they're gonna go off the story arc and then come back when they want. And then what else? So I'm suggesting that y'all watch it. I think it's great. I've been wanting to get into Girlfriends, which is about 4 Black women who are in their mid-20s and just going through life and their careers, their relationships. I was like a child when this show really premiered, when it was on TV in the first round, when it was live on TV. And now being in my 20s, I just feel like this is a show that I can connect with. So I have to, or want to go back to it and watch it, but I just haven't, because I've been watching Supernatural a lot and I just haven't gotten to it. I think I started the first episode for like 10 minutes. So Girlfriends is on my wish list. I've been watching movies with my roommate every now and then, and we watched a movie on Netflix with Idris Elba. He's like a cop in Paris or something, or like an FBI agent. And he's working with this guy who kind of just put a bomb somewhere and it went off and killed people in Paris or France. It's a good movie. But he wasn't really part of it, but he like just moved a bag. He was a pickpocketer and he picked the wrong bag that day. And then what did I watch after that with her? I introduced her to The Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez. She had never seen that movie before, which was funny, and Matthew McConaughey. Like, watching it back now, I'm like, did it age gracefully? Like, Jennifer Lopez looks amazing as always, but the film itself, did it age gracefully? And then recently we finished Call Me by Your Name, which I didn't understand the title until I watched the movie. So it was a very interesting movie. It's set in like 1989, the summer of 1989, in like an Italian beautiful summer town, and it features Armie Hammer and Timothée Chalamet. In the film, Armie Hammer is this grad student who's like 26, 27, who decides to go visit his professor in Italy and kind of work with the professor to do all those findings and observations that are part of research, right? So he's like, you know what, I want to do research. I want to apply and do research with you. I'm going to move to Italy, stay with you for 6 to 8 weeks, let's say. This professor had a young son named Elio. So Armie's character is named Oliver and Timothy's character is named Elio. Elio welcomes this new guest into his family's home, and basically it's a movie about love and self-discovery and how love has no boundaries. And he's a teenager, not quite 18. You could call him a child, a young man, a boy, but he's 17, turning 18, and he falls in love with this grad student. And you know, I really had to question whether or not the grad student might have like taken advantage of the opportunity, because Elio had such limited life experiences that when he's, you know, navigating and kind of onboarding on this journey of, you know, himself and who he likes and how he likes it, you know, it just made me question, like, can a 27, 26-year-old really, you know, delicately take the hands and hold on to this person who's early in their journey of life and love and sexuality and all of it? And it's the late 80s. Like, what are the realities that this character named Oliver is actually going to want to marry Elio or take the relationship further? Like, I feel like in the eyes of Oliver, this was literally a summer fling, but he did deeply care for Elio. But Elio really fell in love with Oliver, and that summer changed him. Like, he'll never be the same. And that's okay. And it's such a beautiful film. Elio does have like some other romantic interests in the film, but this is a love story about his time with Oliver. And it just made me think about how sweet life is, and when you meet people in this world who really can change your life for the better or for worse, but in the most deeply nourishing way, you know, like to give yourself and, you know, trust that, you know, the person you're letting see you and in all of your amazingness will handle you with care, right? And it just made me think, like, there are people abroad who live so, I think, freely and kind of on a different level. You know, they're just more trusting and confident about who they are and, you know, who they want to be. And it was a beautiful film, but it just, you know, I do like happy endings, but I think some of the best stories, there is no happy ending. Like, the closure I want for the character is not the closure they get, but it's the closure they deserve. And Armie was a great actor in this film, and Timothée was a great actor in this film. Great acting. I felt like when I was watching them in their scenes, like it was really them in their scenes. And like I was the third person in the situation. I don't know how the film did, if it won any Academy Awards. I just wanted to just talk about the fact that I saw this movie, I saw this film, and hopefully y'all can check it out. I think we had to rent it on Amazon. And there is a book, so if you want to read it. But love is so interesting. Love, I feel like it's the one thing we always talk about. It's in film, it's in literature, it's in billboards and advertisements, it's in our shopping experiences. Like, don't you love it? You should buy it. Don't you love it? You should support it. Don't you, like, love, 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 you know? But imagine where you have this summer to just kind of live life so lax. No worries, you know, slow things down, and you meet someone who literally changes your life. They're your first. They're your first. They are your first or second, and you know after meeting them, you'll never be the same. That power, that knowledge that you'll never be the same, it's so interesting to me. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about that. And if y'all have any movies that you are currently watching or that you think I should see, I have Netflix and I have HBO, so just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. Have you all seen any of the shows that I talked about or the movies? Let me know. I'm still reading that book I showed you all a long time ago. I need to continue to read it, but I'm still reading it. Let me get it for you. Still reading this book. The Immortalist, a novel by Chloe Benjamin.